Cincinnati College-Conservatory of Music's 2026 Convocation. I'm Heidi Lauren Duke, graduating with a Master of Fine Arts in Stage Management.
And I'm Madison Andrews, graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Lighting Design and Technology. We are both so proud to be standing here today to celebrate all our achievements with our friends, family, our incredible fellow students, faculty, and staff.
It's difficult to encapsulate all of the painstaking work, the beautiful moments of discovery, the laughter and the tears that are all culminating today. But we also get to take a moment to consider what it is that these artists do and what they will continue to do as their careers bloom. What we have learned is how to dive into projects and make them come alive, how to execute them professionally, but also in a way that is unique to each of us.
Just this year, these students performed an incredible range of work. This semester started with Movable Feasts, a stellar collaboration between lighting, Philharmonia, Wind Symphony, and jazz. We presented countless recitals, premiered new works, and created films. We explored the extremes of ancient Greek theater to new dances by student choreographers. All of this work is driven by the passion of our student artists.
The imagination, humor, skill, and discipline present here on this stage and in this auditorium is absolutely exceptional. Whatever greets us next in life, we get to take these memories with us. We are stronger, wiser, and more connected than we were when we arrived. Our days at CCM may be coming to a close, but our love of learning and commitment to our art forms will serve us no matter where we go next. Now, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce CCM's Dean and Thomas James Kelly Professor of Music, Dr. Pete Jutras.
Students, faculty, staff, parents, friends, and family, on behalf of the College-Conservatory of Music and the University of Cincinnati, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to Corbett Auditorium as we celebrate the graduating class of 2026. We are delighted to see all of you here today, and we extend an equally warm welcome to those joining via live stream. Students, you made it. A year completed, a huge milestone reached, and a moment that once felt like a distant future is now very much your present. For me, I've officially finished my second year as dean here, which means I'm no longer getting lost in the depths of the building. I know where the best vending machines are, and I figured out how to get to DVAC without going outside when it's cold and rainy. As always, it's difficult to believe how quickly this year has passed. What began with the uncertainty of new courses, teachers, and challenges quickly became a blur of performances, rehearsals, deadlines, and the hard work that defines life as a CCM student. Over the course of this year, we've stood up hundreds of performances. This semester alone, we saw, as the students mentioned, incredible work across our divisions. Great performances, exceptional scholarship, and inspiring creative work. We've seen our students win major awards, from student Emmys to finalists and winners in major national and international competitions. We've witnessed great concerts, productions, performances, and collaborations. We had a highly successful festival celebrating the works of Jennifer Higdon, and incredible onstage productions, including, among many others, The Sweetest Parts of the Nutcracker, Cendrillon, Rope, Anything Goes, and most recently, our collaborative production of Sweeney Todd that sold out 6 performances and created buzz across Cincinnati. These performances are the result our audiences see, but we all know that to make them happen requires countless hours in the studio, in the editing room, late-night rehearsals, lessons, recitals, projects, and practice sessions. Today we pause to celebrate not just your work this year, but the totality of your time here, and what an accomplishment that is. Today we honor more than 330 CCM students earning one or more of 10 different degree types spread across 45 different majors. Our students leave here prepared to enter the world as performers, creators, educators, scholars, administrators, designers, storytellers, and more. They leave with a rigor, curiosity, resilience, and artistic integrity that define CCM. And while it may not always be obvious to those outside our fields, we know this truth well. Students, what you do matters. It matters to the world more than you might imagine. In a society that often questions the value of the arts, those of us in this room can testify that what our students create is valuable beyond measure, and you all will have a profound impact on the world around you. We know that CCM students are the hardest working students on campus. A CCM degree demands extraordinary discipline and commitment with hours that extend far beyond the classroom, an effort that can't be measured neatly on a transcript. The seemingly endless cycle of rehearsing, practicing, writing, designing, failing, recalibrating, and trying again. And with that comes laughter, joy, and the deep satisfaction of knowing that you gave everything you had to be the best you can at your craft. There's a well-deserved pride that comes with these accomplishments. We share that pride with you, but we know that it means much more to you individually. So as we celebrate you, it's important to recognize those who have supported your journey, often quietly and often behind the scenes. The staff of CCM are the heartbeat of this institution. Their dedication, problem solving, and care make everything we do possible. Please join me in thanking our extraordinary staff here at CCM. The faculty at CCM are truly world-class, and they're a remarkable group. Their schedules defy convention, their commitment transcends logic, and their devotion is unmistakable. They show up early, late, weekdays, weekends, because they believe in you and in your work. Faculty, please stand and be recognized. And finally, we must acknowledge the families and friends who have supported our graduates, not just these past years, but for their entire lives that have brought them to this moment. At a young age, you saw a spark. You drove to rehearsals, attended performances, offered encouragement, provided stability, and stood by through uncertain times. Most importantly, you told these students that their dreams are possible and you would be here to support them. If you are here in support of a graduate, please stand and be recognized, and students, show them your thanks. Graduation speeches are usually full of cliches, particularly about the future. We've all heard them. The future is bright, the world is waiting, the best is yet to come. This is not a destination, but a beginning. These sentiments aren't wrong, but they can be incomplete. The honest truth is that the future is uncertain. We don't know what the world is going to look like. It's changing faster than any of us can predict. Technology evolves, systems shift, and the ways people engage with our art constantly transform. Nobody knows what the landscape will look like decades from now. But there is one thing we do know. The world will always need the arts. The arts are not something fragile that need to be politely preserved. They endure because artists like the students here at CCM continue to create work that stirs people, challenges assumptions, and brings audiences together in a shared experience that cannot be found anywhere else. As the world worries about AI, CCM continues to provide the world with much-needed human interaction, emotion, and expression. Students, you inspire us with a level of creative thinking and interpretation that I don't believe technology can ever replicate. Your work offers joy and moments of escape when people need them most, but it goes far beyond that. It raises essential questions about who we are, both as individuals and communities. It helps people connect with one another, deepen their understanding of their own identity, and see the world through someone else's eyes. I shared the following thought at a recent Spotlight event, and I feel like it's worth mentioning again. If you are ever feeling down about the value of the arts and what you do, think about this for a second. In what other major on campus do people pay to see your homework? With all due respect to that paper you stressed about or the test you felt you didn't study enough for, nobody is buying tickets to watch you take that test. They are buying tickets to see the work that you do here. If we look across any culture at any point in human history or any place on the globe, humans have always sung, danced, played instruments, told stories, performed, created, and imagined. And humans have always done this around their most important events, rituals, and life celebrations. That alone should tell you how important the arts are to human existence. They are not a luxury, they are fundamental. They are everywhere humans are. They provide joy and escape, but they also provide critique, healing, connection, and meaning. They comfort us, but they also challenge us. They remind us who we are and who we could be. Graduates, my charge to you is to actively bring the arts to wider audiences and engage more people. Don't wait for the world to come to you. Go to the world and prove to them how valuable your work is. When you encounter questions about the viability of an arts career, answer not with defensiveness, but with excellence. Tell people that because of your time studying at CCM, you not only became a better artist, but you became a better human. Continue to create work so compelling that it can't be ignored, work that stays with people, work that changes lives. In doing so, you affirm this simple truth: society cannot thrive or even exist without the arts. The world needs what you do, and right now, it needs it deeply. Congratulations on what you have accomplished and on everything you are about to do. I and the faculty can't wait to see what you will do next. We look forward to seeing your work, celebrating your successes, and learning about the impact you make on the world. Enjoy this moment, and congratulations to the class of 2026. And now we'll join together to watch a look back, a CCM video created by media production students in collaboration with CCM Recording Productions. Film credits include music composer Naomi Blage, earning a BM in commercial music production, editor Derek Stacy, earning a BFA in media production, and assistant editor Abigail Stamps, also earning a BFA in media production. Let's enjoy the video. It's now my great pleasure to introduce Hannah Irvin. Hannah is graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater, and she will present our first performance.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to keep my intro really short because you're going to hear me talk later, but I am thrilled and honored to introduce to you this morning music composition graduate Valerie Dreith and voice performance graduate Leah Yakinich, who will be performing I Am Light by Valerie Dreith. Please welcome them to the stage.
worthy of all there is and more. I am light.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Carly Robinette. I officially graduated yesterday with my Master of Music in Music Education, and this year, I had the pleasure of serving as Vice President of the CCM Graduate Student Association. I am so grateful for this opportunity to celebrate both the achievements and artistry of our student population, specifically our 2026 graduates. More remarks will come from me later, but for now, it is my great pleasure to announce our next performance, a rendition of Suite for Flute and Jazz Piano, Part 5, Erlendays, by Claude Bowling, featuring Brendan Gage, a Master of Music in Jazz Studies graduate, and Kayla Gage, a Master of Music in Flute Performance graduate.
Good morning, faculty, families, friends, and my fellow graduates. I am Hannah Irvin, and I'm graduating today with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater. Thank you. I have been dreaming about college literally for as long as I can remember. I am the daughter of two highly educated parents who always impressed upon me the importance of learning. So when I was accepted into CCM 4 years ago, it felt like everything had finally clicked into place. Like many of us felt, I believed I had just taken my first step onto a clear and well-worn path. Go to a very prestigious school, work hard, graduate, book the job, become wildly successful, make my parents proud, maybe win a Tony, want for nothing, die rich, fulfilled, and happy. The last time I donned a cap and gown, all of this was on the horizon for me. And I really believed that that was the plan. I thought I was speeding towards some inevitable, perfectly timed version of success. And then I got here. And it was hard. It was hard artistically, it was hard interpersonally, it was hard to be away from home for the first time. It was hard to fit in, it was hard to figure out who I was. The truth is, while we have all done undeniably impressive work in studios or pits or on stages, we have also done an incredible amount of work inside of ourselves. It's been in the quiet, behind-the-scenes moments when things didn't go our way, when we felt completely out of our depth, or when we sat in class thinking, does anyone else understand this, that we, consciously or not, received some of our most essential training. And I don't know about you, but there were definitely moments when I thought, I actually don't know if I'm capable of doing this. But something held me here, a small voice that reminded me that this is all a part of being an educated person. I stayed, and so did you. We showed up, we kept going, even when we weren't sure why. And I actually think that's the most impressive thing about all of us. Not just the talent in this room, which is basically earth-shattering, but the persistence. We showed up to 8 a.m. classes when we were exhausted, sometimes. We showed up to rehearsals when we were overwhelmed. We showed up for each other in studios, in hallways, and late-night conversations where someone just needed to hear, hey, me too. And somewhere along the way, probably without really noticing it, we got very good at something. Living in the mess, which is unfortunate in ways because I think we all would have preferred clarity. But as it turns out, clarity is not really the point. Singing, acting, dancing, music, these are all ways that we metabolize the human experience. And the only way to be truly great at those things is by sitting with the uncertainty of humanness. The messy parts, the confusing parts, the parts that don't resolve, that is the real training. Here at CCM, we learn how to be excellent technicians in our craft, but more importantly, we learn how to feel, how to listen, how to be the truth, inside of these walls and outside. And that brings me to the slightly terrifying part, the future. We are stepping into a world that is not exactly known for its stability. It is unpredictable and complicated and at times completely overwhelming. And yes, we are artists, which can sometimes feel like a strange offering in the face of all of that. Like, hi, everything's on fire, I can sing about it. But the more time I've spent here, the more I've come to believe that what we do is not separate from that chaos, but is actually a direct response to it. When people don't know how to make sense of their lives, they turn to art. When things feel overwhelming, they turn to stories, they turn to music, to theater, to dance. They turn to us, which means that what we've been learning to do here, feeling deeply, paying attention, telling the truth, that is balm for the wounds of a hurting world. And the people out there need it. We are the healers, and we have a direct hand in shaping collective consciousness. Artists we are, in short, humanity itself. No pressure. But really, there is something profoundly important about choosing to engage with the world this way, about choosing to feel when it might be easier not to, about choosing to create when the outcome is uncertain. So when I think about how we are meant to make the world better by using our art, I find myself wanting to say, how can we help it? By virtue of doing it, we are making the world better. Uncertainty is not the enemy of a meaningful life. Actually, it's the very thing that makes one possible. And maybe that's the thing I will take with me more than anything else. The world is overwhelming. Thank God. Otherwise, there would be nothing left to feel. And if there was nothing left to feel, there would be no reason to create anything at all. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
What a tough act to follow. Thank you, Hannah. Throughout my time at CCM, I've witnessed some of the most exciting and meaningful collaborations between departments. These moments don't just showcase talent, they define what it means to be an artist in a shared creative space. One standout example to me is the most recent collaboration between opera and musical theater on Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. I'm honored that this was my last production at CCM. This production was no small feat. It brought together performers, designers, technicians, and musicians, all working at an incredibly high level to create something bold, complex, and unforgettable. Collaboration at CCM isn't just limited to the stage. An ongoing partnership between media production and the acting department continues to push creative boundaries. Together, they produce short films, miniseries, and documentaries. These projects go on to win awards, premiere beyond our campus, reaching wider audiences and telling powerful stories. These collaborations represent the heart of CCM. Artists coming together across disciplines to create work that is bigger than any one person or one program. And with that spirit in mind, I'm excited to present a behind-the-scenes look at a student film that embodies the collaboration. Go Rest, Young Man.
Real freedom, ain't it?
Go Rest, Young Man is a story about someone who wants to escape, wants to get out of his current position, but feels trapped and feels like he can't do it.
A cowboy and gas station worker who jumps between these two different versions of himself. One where he's a hero, and then another where he's stuck in his reality, where he's not necessarily living the life he wants to live.
After reading the script and then kind of seeing what was going on with like the juxtapositions between like the life that James is like actually living and then the life that he wishes he was living, that was kind of the stuff that really made me want to try and take on that character.
What makes this different than a regular student project is the fact that it was so ambitious.
One of the most memorable parts of it was whenever we were in the western town, we had live guns. My responsibility was to keep set safety. And so it was just very interesting to learn all of that and like get a taste of like what the professional world looks like for safety on set. There were over 100 people involved in this project.
I think everyone just had so much passion, and when everyone was all passionate in their role and doing their job, it just felt like we could get so much more out of the project.
This crazy thing happened where I wrote a horse appearing at a gas station. And initially we were like, oh, we'll just like green screen the horse. And it looked horrible. It was terrible. We're like, oh man, we lost the horse. And so like we had to rewrite it to where there's no horse at the gas station. And then day of, Abigail comes in just a few hours before we're supposed to shoot the scene with a horse that she just happened to get from like a local person. And so we had a horse at a gas station. And so that was really awesome.
I remember Aiden apologizing to me and Katie, being like, this is just too much. There's so much stuff, like obviously we're gonna have to cut it. And so I kind of like was stubborn enough to just be able to get 2 horses in an old west town just because they said we couldn't.
Just the scale that this got to became incredibly impressive, and I think a new high for CCM production.
Probably one of the best funded films that CCM has seen because of CCM Power, as well as the various departments of TAPA. We worked with the actors, props, costuming, just everything has come together because of the cross collaboration with everyone. The impact of this for media production is to have bigger and better production value, just insights into the industry, and be able to see something that's real world impact here on the small scale of media production.
dance program in a piece called Phrases Unfold, choreographed and performed by Alicia Davis in an ensemble of 11 dancers. This includes her fellow graduates, Grace Ortega and Maddie Weber. Alicia pulled her inspiration for this piece from what I thought were some unusual sources: her own dance teachers, who have supported her and inspired her along her many years of training. She interviewed several favorite instructors and used their thoughts on dance and pedagogy to weave phrases of movement together. The piece is set to music created by Anna De Bruin and the Curve Ensemble, entitled Pleiades. Let's see what this wonderful cluster of stars has to show us.
Good morning, everyone. Faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates of the College-Conservatory of Music, class of 2026. My name is Carly Robinette, as I mentioned earlier, and I officially graduated yesterday with my Master of Music and Master of Music in Music Education. I came to CCM after 3 years of classroom teaching in Florida, where I also completed my undergraduate degree. I arrived here with a thirst for knowledge, a hunger for growth, and a deep desire to answer the questions my first years in the classroom had raised. I wanted to become a better educator, a stronger conductor, a more skillful singer, and a more thoughtful vocal pedagogue. And so, I took the leap. Beginning my studies at CCM was a breath of fresh air. Immersing myself in this environment, surrounded by world-class artists, scholars, and teachers, was both exhilarating and, I'll be honest, occasionally terrifying. Imposter syndrome has a way of following us, doesn't it? It finds new ways to whisper doubt just when we think we've skirted its grip. The talent in these hallways is extraordinary, and learning to stand in that company without shrinking is its own kind of education. And then there was the world beyond these walls. Policy changes, shifting leadership, the hum of uncertainty that seems to follow us everywhere we go right now. There were days, I think we all have had them, where it felt like the ground beneath our feet was moving. But here we are. I want to take a moment to speak directly to the faculty who shaped us. You did not simply teach us technique or theory. You modeled what it means to keep growing, to stay current, to stay curious, to bring decades of hard-won wisdom into the room and still be willing to ask new questions. Your expertise is rooted not just in research, but in years of practice and lived experience. You guided us with care and challenged us with purpose. For that, we are deeply grateful. To the staff, you saw us. You listened when we came to you with concerns, and you advocated on our behalf in ways we may not have always seen, but nevertheless felt. Thank you. And to my fellow graduates, my colleagues, my collaborators, my people, what a privilege it has been to learn alongside you. We pushed each other, we challenged each other's assumptions, and perhaps most importantly, we validated each other's experiences at a time when the world outside sometimes made that feel radical. We are stronger for having been in this community together. As I look out in this room, a few things feel true to me that I want to carry forward and offer to you. First, we can do hard things. The last few years have asked a great deal of us, and we showed up anyway. That is not a small thing. The training we have received here is world-class, and I leave this place feeling, perhaps for the first time, like I can do anything. I hope you feel that way too. Second, we are stronger together. Advocacy is a collective act, and serving as the vice president of the GSA this year taught me that it is also a slow, sometimes unglamorous process. It is meetings and follow-ups and showing up even when progress feels elusive. But continuing to show up, lead courageously, and speak up for what is right will matter more in the years ahead, not less. The work insists that the people in the room are worth fighting for. I hope we have made that a little easier for those who come next. And third, perhaps most importantly for a room full of artists, trust your individuality. The talent in this building is extraordinary, yes, but no one can bring what you bring. Your voice, your unique gifts, your way of seeing and hearing the world, that is yours, and no shift in policy or tide of uncertainty can take it from you. Embrace what makes you singular. That is your superpower. There's a song from a little musical called Carousel that has carried me through more than one difficult season. You'll never walk alone. Class of 2026, you have never walked alone through this, and you won't walk alone from here. Congratulations. Now go do remarkable things.
One of the greatest truths about education is how it opens doors to places we'd never dreamed we'd go. One of the many incredible experiences CCM gave me when I first began my studies here was an opportunity to go to Europe for the first time and create opera in its birthplace. That one summer ignited a love of languages and culture in ways that changed my life and changed my brain. Now, when I go to a dinner party and speak 3 or 4 languages within a few hours, my friends say I'm flying over the Alps. So our next performance is a perfect reflection of how music takes us on adventure to far-off places. The quintet you're about to hear is from the French opera about a Spanish gypsy called Carmen by Georges Bizet. And one of my favorite opera trivia questions is, why is an opera about a Spanish gypsy sung in French? And this is partly to do with the fact that the novella that Carmen is based on was written by a French historian called Prosper Mérimée. Mérimée was an avid traveler, and back in the 1830s, he would venture to places that were considered terribly exotic to the folks back in Paris. He wrote incredible stories about all the remote locations he visited, Africa, Egypt, and he also went to southern Spain. So our beloved tragedy of Carmen is all told through the eyes of a curious young outsider, a traveler learning about a new culture and trying to make sense of it all. In this scene, Carmen and her band of mountain smugglers are plotting their next job, and the men want to rope the women into helping them. They point out their belief that when it comes to thievery and deception, it's always good to have women with you. The women aren't so sure about this, but they do agree that there is no way the men can get anything done without them. The voices you will hear are all from graduating master's students in vocal performance: Nia Spalding, Stella Fitzgerald, Jack Keller, Harrison Hancock, Leah Nyack, and their collaborative pianist is Joseph Stevens, earning an artist diploma in opera coaching. Please enjoy Nous avons en tête enfer, une affaire by Georges Bizet.
Nous avons en tête une affaire. Est-elle bonne, dites-nous? Est-elle bonne, dites-nous? Elle est admirable, ma chère. Mais nous avons besoin de vous. Oui, nous avons besoin de vous. De nous, de vous, de nous, de vous, de nous, de vous, de nous. Vous avez besoin de nous. De nous, de vous, de nous, de nous, de vous, de nous, de vous. Vous avez besoin de nous. Car nous l'avons simplement et fort respectueusement. Oui, nous l'avons simplement. Quand il s'agit de tromperie, de duperie, de volerie, il est toujours possible, ma foi, d'avoir la femme mais avec soi. Et sans elle, mais tout de belle, ne fait jamais rien de bien. Croissons-nous jamais rien de bien, sans-nous jamais rien de bien. N'êtes-vous pas de cet avis? Si fait, je suis de cet avis. N'êtes-vous pas de cet avis? Si fait, je suis de cet avis. Si fait, vraiment, je suis de cet avis. Quand il s'agit de tromperie, il est toujours possible, ma foi, d'avoir la femme mais avec soi. Et sans elle, elle est de belle, on ne fait jamais rien de bien. Et sans elle, elle est de belle, on ne fait jamais rien de bien. Mais quand il s'agit de tromperie, de duperie, de volerie, il est toujours possible, ma foi, d'avoir la femme mais avec soi. C'est ma femme, c'est ma femme, elle est toujours dans la voie. Mais quand c'est avec soi, c'est dit alors, vous partirez. Quand vous voudrez, quand vous voudrez. Mais de suite. Oh, permettez, permettez, s'il vous plaît de partir, partez. Et je ne sais pas du voyage, je ne pars pas, je ne pars pas. Car mais mon amour, tu viendras, et tu n'iras pas à courage de nous laisser dans la balade. Je ne pars, tu viendras. Mais au moins, la raison calmée, tu la diras. La raison, la raison, la raison. Je la dirai certainement. Voyons, 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 voyons. La raison, c'est qu'en ce moment, bien, je suis sois sérieuse. Amoureuse, perdre l'esprit. La chose certes nous étonne, mais ce n'est pas le premier jour où vous aurez su, ma mignonne, faire marcher de front le devoir et l'amour, faire marcher le devoir et l'amour. Mes amis, je serai fort aise de partir avec vous ce soir, mais cette fois ne vaut la place, il faudra que l'amour, passe avant le devoir. Ce soir l'amour passe avant le devoir. Ce n'est pas la famille des morts. Absolument. Il faut que tu te laisses attendrir. Il faut venir, Carmen. Il faut venir. Pour notre affaire, c'est nécessaire. Car entre nous, peut-être je la mets avec vous. Quand il s'agit de tromperie, de volerie, il est toujours possible de faire les femmes avec soi. Et sous elle, elle est toute belle, on ne fait jamais rien de bien. Et sous elle, elle est toute belle, on ne fait jamais rien de bien. Et quand il s'agit de tromperie, de tromperie, de volerie, il est toujours possible de faire les femmes avec soi. C'est ma foi, elle est toujours bon à voir. Les femmes avec soi, toujours les femmes avec soi.
At this time, we would like to recognize the achievements of our graduates across all of our 8 academic divisions. Each of you has dedicated countless hours to your craft, whether on stage, behind the scenes, or in arts leadership. And today, we celebrate your hard work, perseverance, and passion. We will now invite each division head to acknowledge their graduates.
Graduates of composition, musicology, and music theory, please rise. You have toiled in the library for countless hours, looking for that perfect source. You've redone your Schenker graphs so many times you don't even know what ground you're on. You begged and pleaded with performers, hoping for at least one good reading of your new score. With these and so many other skills now mastered, you are ready to go out into the world as scholars, as teachers, and as creators, shaping the minds, ears, and hearts of everyone you encounter. Congratulations.
To the General Studies graduates, please rise. You are the innovators of music in culture and society. As Bachelor of Arts in Music graduates, your future goals and study will impact our world. Your study has equipped you with a toolbox of interdisciplinary transferable skills that you will use to shape our future and transform our world. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Graduates of ensembles and conducting, please rise. I have the honor to present of recognizing the achievements of those students who are graduating with degrees in conducting, jazz studies, and commercial music production. You spent countless hours studying your scores, practicing, composing, collaborating, and performing. From the Corbett Auditorium stage to Christ Church Cathedral, Cafe Vivace, and the greater Cincinnati community, your contributions to our society through sharing your passion and talent make this world a better place. May you continue to thrive as you share your artistry and humanity long into the future. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Graduates of keyboard studies, please rise. Over years of scales, sonatas, rehearsals, and the occasional existential practice room crisis, you've shaped yourselves into artists with depth, imagination, and stamina. Now we send you forward as musical citizens, ready to create beauty, build community, and keep asking really good questions. Carry the ideas planted here at CCM with you. You have watered them well, and they're already growing into meaningful and impactful careers. Congratulations on this milestone. You may be seated.
Graduates of the Media Production Division, please rise. You're now uniquely positioned to be the storytellers, the visionaries, and the innovators who will meet the demands of our dynamic industry and the challenges of our creative art form. Whether through audio, film, broadcast television, digital media, or sports production, your work has the power to inform, entertain, and move a worldwide audience. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Graduates of Music Education Studies, please rise. As you graduate today, we are incredibly proud of the individuality, artistry, and growth each of you has shown in your journey here at CCM. Your passion and hard work have brought you to this incredible milestone. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember the joy and inspiration that music brings to you. May you continue to share that joy with others, knowing that your impact will resonate far beyond the classroom. Here's to your future filled with harmony, creativity, and endless possibilities. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Graduates of Performance Studies, please stand. Today marks the culmination of years of dedication, hard work, and passion for your craft. Each one of you has demonstrated not only exceptional talent, but also the hard work, resilience, and perseverance required to thrive in the world of music. As you step into the next chapter of your journey, may your music continue to inspire, challenge, and connect with others. Each performance is a reflection of all your hard work, and today we celebrate the culmination of that work. Well done and bravi. You may be seated.
Will Will the Theater Arts, Production, and Arts Administration class of 2026 please rise? You did it. You produced dozens of performances, 16 productions just this year alone. You built elaborate sets with killer barber chairs. You lit up movable feast. You made it louder for the people in the back. You danced like everyone was watching in red stilettos and ballet shoes and tap shoes and bare feet, and you killed it. You shaped and performed multiple world premiere plays, musicals, and operas. You called the cues, you built the spreadsheets, you stitched, you draped, you sweat, you sang your lungs out, you gave it everything you had. Your faculty is so proud of you and all you have done. Now, go out and do it again. On the world stage. Congratulations, class of 2026.
To all our graduates, today marks both a culmination and a beginning. Wherever your path leads, know that you carry with you the skills, artistry, and resilience to shape the future of the arts. Let's give one final round of applause for the CCM class of 2026.
Woo!
Yeah, keep it going, keep it going. Woo!
Good morning, everyone. What an incredible day for our graduating students, their families, friends, the esteemed faculty and staff of the College-Conservatory of Music, and for the entire UC alumni family, which is gaining 350 remarkable new members today. My name is Marie Morgan, and I'm Program Director of CCM Alumni Engagement. To our graduating class of 2026, welcome. I know we just cheered, but can we do it one more time? Welcome to the alumni family. Crossing the commencement stage is a part of a wonderful evolution. Something terrific has come to an end, and something much bigger has also begun. This class is defined by tremendous talent, of course, but also an uncommon determination and an unwavering commitment to your craft. Through long hours, constant refinement, and great dedication, you have blossomed into creative professionals with distinct voices, perspectives, and purpose. Now, you carry that forward, joining a powerful community of artists, performers, innovators, educators, engineers, business leaders, healthcare professionals, and much more. Over 360,000 Bearcats for Life who are making their own meaningful impact on the world. They are now your new UC Global Network. So, as your journey with the university and CCM transforms, we want you to stay connected to all that's ahead, whether that be performances, alumni events, volunteer opportunities, and other ways to remain engaged. Soon, you'll receive an email from the UC Alumni Association enabling you to easily update your contact information. And when you do that, you'll get a very special new grad gift. So, class of 2026, we are all so incredibly proud of you and excited for what is to come in your journey. Go forward with confidence and stay rooted in the passion that brought you to this place originally. To celebrate this occasion, the Alumni Association has sponsored a cupcake reception in the atrium. Woo, yeah, come on, we love a treat. So please join us after this program for a very well-deserved treat. And once more, congratulations, class of 2026. Welcome to the UC alumni family. Thank you.
As we come to the end of today's ceremony, we'd like to take a moment to share a few thank yous. First, Thank you to our faculty and staff for guiding us, supporting us, and helping us reach this finish line. Thank you to those who created such a beautiful celebration for us to share today. And thank you to Ella and her team for the fabulous lighting that we had today.
We'd also like to thank the commercial music production seniors whose original music you will hear on the way out. Let's acknowledge them with some applause. Thank you so much for being here today to celebrate with us. We're excited for a future full of bold discoveries, uncharted paths, and the courage to create the world we dream of.
Please join us in the atrium for a graduate gift and a convocation reception. Congratulations to the class of 2026.